Hindus and their beliefs, would I?
Look at this joker. This joke says he wants to smash me. Bring this Mustafa on.
Who wants to smash you?
Mac.
Where? Is that you, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on. How you doing?
All right, go on, man. Go on, smash him on evolution.
Yeah,
smash me, bro.
I will. Nice to meet you. The blue.
You too, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Did you say how old I am or how am I?
Said how are you?
Oh, I was gonna say I'm good. Yeah. So what you're doing is you're misconstruing two things, right? Between evolution, as in the axiom being change, and Darwinian evolution. So I want to ask you, do you even know what Darwinian evolution means? Because when you gave the example of your dog, right? You're saying, look, there's change. Of course, there's change. Change is an axiom, but you don't know what Darwinian evolution is. That's when there's a gradual, step-by-step mutation, and then selection occurs. So what Hamza is asking you is to provide proof of this, which you haven't done.
I don't have to.
You have to, because you're saying it's a fact.
I don't have to. There's so much evidence out there. So much empirical evidence. There's literally museums full of it everywhere. Not just museums. It's everywhere.
Who's told you
that? Imagine if you
the evolution of the eye. There's just so much evidence.
Imagine if you asked me for evidence of God and I said it's just this. It wouldn't make sense.
What evidence? What evidence is there of God?
No, we will talk about that if you want. But
what is there
right now? We will.
Come on. What is there? What evidence is there of God?
Do you see how you're shifting now because you don't have any evidence?
What am I shifting, man?
Because you said there's so much evidence.
There is.
For Darwinian evolution.
Which is what's the evidence?
So what is it?
Gradual mutation. Where's the evidence for gradual mutation, step by step? That's the underlying principle of Darwinian evolution.
It's everywhere,
gradual,
man.
Step by step. Have you read Dawkins' book?
Everywhere. Have you been? Do you know the Galapagos? Have you been to the Galapagos Islands?
I've not been to the Galapagos Islands, but I know about the finches, and I know in depth how the mutations occur. I know it's to do with variation of the mean. It's not to do with Darwinian evolution.
So you don't think it's true?
What the Galapagos, the finches vary around the mean based on already existing genetic material. Yeah, that's true, but that's not Darwinian evolution. Do you even know what happens to the finches?
The what?
Do you even know why the finches change or their beak sizes vary? There's a selection pressure, right? And there's an existing genetic material there that selects for a certain beak size, right? So this is not Darwinian evolution. The material is already there. Darwinian evolution is when new material is built up gradually over the course of life, and new features come about via step-by-step mutation that are beneficial, just like with the formation of the eye, right? So you get light-sensing cells, then you get something more complex, then eventually an eye, right? Like a trilobite eye, and then like a human eye. But where's the evidence of this? You can bring up the fossil record, but I don't think you understand that either.
No, he doesn't understand the fossil record because he doesn't understand the Cambrian explosion.
Not only does he not understand the Cambrian explosion, he doesn't also understand that there's no step-by-step transitions in the fossil record. There's massive gaps of thousands and thousands of genes.
There aren't, because evolution
doesn't one transitional fossil. Give me one.
Evolution doesn't have to.
Now's your chance. Give me one transitional fossil sequence.
It doesn't work like that.
Right, just listen to his question, Paul.
There's no transition.
If there's no transition, then there's no Darwinian evolution.
But it's at a cellular level. You wouldn't see it between one and one. You wouldn't see all of a sudden you go from a rat to a chimp. It just doesn't work like that.
Would it not go from a rat chimp?
I know you
want to a rat chimp.
I know you want.
Would it go to a rat chimp?
No, you would not see. No, there's no intermediate species. It doesn't work like that.
There has to be, because that's what Darwinian evolution is.
No. You're oversimplifying.
Here's the problem you've got.
You're oversimplifying a process that takes hundreds of thousands of years.
Here's the problem you've got right now. You're arguing with Charles Darwin.
I'm not arguing with Charles Darwin. Okay, if you want to have an argument about evolutionary biology, my suggestion is you get an evolutionary biologist, okay, and have an argument with them about how evolution didn't occur, how there's this. You're trying to talk over me.
Let me explain.
Okay, so if you want to have a,
I've just muted you, Paul. You're arguing against Charles Darwin because Charles Darwin says that if this occurs, this idea of these transitions, why are we not founding in the fossil records intermediary hybrid species? And he says, for my theory to be true, in the future, we need to find not one, but millions of these fossil remains. And you're arguing against Charles Darwin saying, no, we don't. No, we don't. Paul, I'm going to let you go because I have to go pray soon as well. So I'll unmute you. The arena's from 9:30 till 12:30. He's left. All right, Mustafa, thanks for coming on, man.
Welcome. Thank you for having me. Assalamu alaikum.
Take care, dude. Assalamu alaikum.